Okay, so I'm delighted to say that today is the launch of our Urbalive Wiggly Wigglers Wormery. And I'm joined here by Terry Walton, the Radio 2 allotment gardener. Terry, I know you've had a preview on the wormery. How long have you had your worms?
Well, I started off with a can of worms 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And then 5 years ago I went to the Worm Cafe.
Yeah.
And now I've gone right up market to the worm farm. We're wearing these posh looking, sit on your work surface, brilliant things.
They're retro, man.
Retro. But I'm not quite sure I would like the brown. I have the brilliant green.
Lovely.
So it looks like a showpiece on my allotment. You can't miss it.
So it's not in your kitchen?
No, I did try that, but my good lady said, out.
Yeah, understandable.
I would have put it in the airing cupboard and got on working harder, but she wouldn't let me put it in there.
So what do you use your worms for, sir?
What do I use my worms for? My worms make fantastic compost.
Right.
In the corner of our kitchen we have a Wiggly Wigglers caddy, which we had a few in many years ago, and into that goes all the kitchen waste.
Right.
My tea bags, if they are nylon tea bags, rip them open and tip the tea in.
Yeah.
Even though there's the peelings, any remnants of flowers, all the offcuts, any fruit, all the bits of paper, bits of kitchen roll, any kitchen paper you rip up,
Bank
put it in
statements?
No, when I do my bank statements, I do shred them. I don't trust these words. They might well be able to read. But I shred all the bank statements and I use that as a top coating.
Nice.
Now they love that because they take all that shredded paper down. And funny enough, they do like a mixture. They don't only want green stuff. They do like a mixture of cardboard and paper.
Yeah.
And then these small cardboard boxes.
Inside the loo rolls?
Inside the loo rolls, brilliant. Don't use too many of them because these blue rolls are also used for the growing plants.
Okay.
So you've got to be very economical along
yeah.
it. But they will digest almost anything. And again, the only thing you have to be aware of, don't eat too many lemons or oranges and add them to your compost. That makes that acidic.
Yeah.
And that's not good. They will take a bit.
Yeah.
They'll tolerate a bit of onion. But they're not big onion eaters. They're not French worms. They're English and Welsh worms. So therefore they won't do that at all. But they will then digest anything. The other secret of these things is because you've got a 1,000 odd worms munching away in there, don't overfeed them. People got the habit of taking a lot of material, put a lot of material in, and then the material is rotting before the poor devils have chance to munch it. You only give them enough to keep feeding.
Yeah.
And as they get happy, they will lay lots of eggs, and as they lay lots of eggs, they will multiply considerably. So the worm population grows as well, so they will munch more compost and make more compost. So you look after the worm really well, it will pay you back significantly.
Where do you put yours?
In the summer, they're down the bottom of the plot where they get the morning sun to get them up and early. I want them up at 5:30 munching. They're not lying in bed snoring till about 8 o'clock. So then I'll get them up early, and then by mid-afternoon there's some shade, and they're quite happy in the warm and the shade. And in the winter then, about the beginning of November, when the tomatoes are finished in the greenhouse, then they go into the greenhouse and they spend the winter in the warm. Because I don't want these going to sleep. Other than that, they'll be on a plane to Costa for the summer, for the winter. I want them munching all winter, so by keeping them in the greenhouse, they will continue to produce me lots of compost. But after Christmas, I'm planting my plants in. So
and how much compost do you make out of your wormery?
I got 3 wormeries and I make 9 bags of compost per year.
Lovely.
The 2 established ones. This one's still relatively young and they get a bit lazy, and they want to get the whip out. But yeah, the can of worms and the Worm Cafe make at least 3 bags of compost each year.
Yeah.
And it is brilliantly rich stuff because you know these days, multi-purpose compost, people are trying to reduce peat. I mean, by reducing peat, they are using recycled waste that they've collected by the local authorities, and that has got nothing in it at all. It's absolutely useless, no feed. This puts the feed back, and you'll get a plant growing actively for 8 to 10 weeks. So it's brilliant. This is really good stuff.
Do you mix it, or do you just put it in? What do you do?
I take 25% of that with 75% multi-purpose.
Lovely.
When you consider I use 35 to 40 bags of multi-purpose, those 9 bags are used in the season.
Very
If
nice.
I start working, I'll have to spend more money on it. That's a no-no. No way I'm going to spend more money.
What about the liquid?
I don't drink it. It's alright for the Guinness drinker. That man will like that. He's a good Guinness drinker. Makes a lovely head and everything. I take it. I run the liquid off. You want to trouble everything there as well to make sure. He goes bright, he goes that colour, but his keep grows like hell with that stuff. So what I do with that, I put a cupful into a 2-gallon watering can, and I water my plants 2 or 3 times a week with that, and it is absolutely good. There's lots of worms in
Yeah.
it. And I do that. I do that all through the summer months.
Yeah.
In the winter months, then, because it's in the greenhouse, I let it run into the borders, and that gives me a good start, rich borders for next year's tomatoes, cucumbers, and things. So
Fantastic.
nothing is wasted. The only thing with it, it's not advisable to store it for too long.
Oh.
No, don't go running it off in the winter and putting it in bottles.
Yeah.
Or put it in the spring, because it will not be as good. Use that for feeding indoors, and then as soon as the spring comes, start feeding the outside.
We had a customer once who put their worm tea in a pop bottle, and next door was parked a lovely jag.
Right.
And one day the worm tea fermented, and the top blew off the bottle and covered the jag. Yes, it was very difficult.
The other thing you've got to remember, which is one vital ingredient, I keep a cap on the moment to run it off in.
Yeah.
If you can have a coffee later and make sure you wash that cup, because it does taste a bit on the bitter side. I wouldn't want to drink worm meat. This young man might drink it as Guinness, but I wouldn't tempt to do it.
Thank you, Terry,
It's
so
a pleasure.
much for being
It's
here.
been a great addition to my garden over the years.
Brilliant.
And I look for the next generation now, and I do super worms.
Fantastic.